Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon. On the national news this hour from BGI TV, I am Moribe Rabila Lawal. First, the headlines. Tinubu meet with service chiefs at Aso Rock. FG saves 8 trillion naira from subsidy removal, FX reform, Tinubu panel. Tinubu urged to abort alleged moves by the NSA to compromise national security. NEMA releases fresh update on Ibadan explosions. On sports, Olympic Lyon signs Super Eagles forward, gift Urban. The news in detail. President Bola Tinubu met with service chiefs and other top brass of security agencies at the State House in Abuja. The service chiefs had arrived earlier and waited till the president arrived from a function outside the State House. The service chiefs are the Chief of Defense Staff CDS, General Christopher Musa, Chief of Army Staff Corps, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, Chief Air Staff CAS, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, and Chief of Naval Staff CNS, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala. The meeting, which also has in attendance the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, is expected to address the rising terrorism, kidnapping, and killings across the country. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Betekun, convened a crucial meeting with the Force Management Team and Tactical Squads on January 15, 2024 to address the rising concerns surrounding insecurity in the country as well. The IGP expressed deep concern over the unfortunate abductions in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, and emphasized the need for decisive action to curb such heinous crimes. The chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Taiwo Oyedele, has said the federal government will be saving 8 trillion naira annually from the fuel subsidy removal and exchange rate unification policies. Oyedele spoke during a panel session at the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry 2024 Economic Outlook and Budget Analysis. He therefore said it was critical for the government to spend the amount saved from the two policies to ameliorate the sufferings of the average Nigerian. He said that Nigerian people made sacrifices as a result of the fuel subsidy removal from the government, and that is 4 trillion naira savings a year. With the naira flotation, it is not perfect. We are also saving another 4 trillion naira. So we are having about roughly 8 trillion naira transferred from the private pocket of the people to the government. Moving on to the next story. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been called upon to abort alleged moves by the National Security Advisor NSA to compromise the security of the nation. The co-convener of the Civil Society for Peace, Security and Development, CSPSD, Mr. Obadiah Solomon Ove, at the press conference in Abuja, claimed that the office of the NSA is already working in cohorts with the National Assembly to render prostrate the entire security apparatus in the country. Stating that the National Assembly is being cajoled to pass a bill aimed at achieving the goal in the breach of laid down rules, the group wondered why the proposed legislation that seeks to expand the role for the NSA is neither an executive bill nor emanating from the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The group expressed surprise that such bill was not tabled before the National Security and Defense Councils for their input before taking to the National Assembly. The group thereby called on President, all relevant stakeholders and supporters of Nigeria to oppose what it termed the ill-intentioned and ill-conceived bill, which is aimed at monopolizing the country's security apparatus at the detriment of national interest. The explosion that shook the Bodija neighborhood of Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, on Tuesday night was likely caused by an IED explosion, according to the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, which made the announcement on Wednesday morning. The organization reported that more than 20 houses in the vicinity were impacted by this incident. This was revealed in a situation report that was uploaded on Wednesday on its handle. Stakeholders' parents include NPF, NSCDC, DSS, SEMA, Nigeria Army, Federal and State Fire Service, Nigerian Red Cross, State Ministry of Environment, and Motekun Corps. More sources are being mobilized to support the ongoing SAR operations. Search and rescue operations at the scene of the incident was temporarily suspended to allow responders to refresh. SAR operations resumed 7 a.m. in the morning. That's about 5 hours 30 minutes ago. Security has been beefed up in the area, while arrangements for more support to facilitate the operations are in progress. The situation has been brought under control, while arrangements are ongoing to ensure smooth operation, the Post reads. Earlier indicated that at least 77 persons were confirmed injured, while 2 reportedly died due to the explosion. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has arraigned an Assistant General of Skyway Handling Company, SACO, Olajide Kafidipe, and 7 other employees of the company before a federal high court, Lagos, for alleged drug trafficking. The NDLEA docked Kafidipe and others before Justice Dende Dipelu on 4 counts of conspiracy, unlawful importation and possession of over 1,440.90 kilogram of tramadol. Other defendants in the case are Sanyolu Rashid Oladele, Musa Mutali Bakoyemi, Senamo Aladali, Anoge Evans Isibo, Mahmoud Agola Musa, Ude Felix, and Obina Henri. The prosecutor Abu Ibrahim had earlier informed the judge that the defendants conspired with a trio of Mubarak Sarki Salami, Abdullahi Aliyu, aka Aboki, and Awal Monde, who are also staff of the company but now at large, to commit the offences on or about October 25, 2023. Ibrahim also alleged that the defendants conspired against themselves to transport over 1,090 kilograms of tramadol, 225 milligrams, a narcotic through the SACO import shed. A blogger, Benga Dan Asabe, on Tuesday appeared before the Iyagoku Magistrate Court in Ibadan, Oyo State, for allegedly disseminating defaming content against Sadhguru Maharaji. The 45-year-old publisher of Asabe Africa TV on YouTube, however, pleaded not guilty to the charge against him. Police authority had arrested Dan Asabe on a 3 counts of conspiracy, defamation, and publishing false news against Guru Maharaji. Prosecution Counsel ASP M.O. Lawal told the court that Dan Asabe allegedly connived with others to broadcast the defamatory material. The defendant, with intent to injure the reputation and exposing to hatred, was alleged to have unlawfully published the defamatory matter in Iweri, Yoruba, to talk against Sadhguru Maharaji. Asabe allegedly published Sadhguru Maharaji is a ritualist who sells human body parts for money rituals, known same to be false, he said. Lawal added that the offense was contrary to the provisions of Section 373 and punishable under Sections 376 and 516 of the Criminal Code Laws of Oyo State 2000. Meanwhile, counsel for the defense, Kemi Fowoshola, asked that Dan Asabe be granted bail in most liberal terms. The magistrate, Mr. Olaolu Olanipeku, granted the defendant bail in the sum of 200,000 naira, with 2 shorties in like sum, adding that one of the shorties must be a relation to the defendants. Olanipeku, however, adjourned the case till February 22, 2024 for hearing. From Oyo State to Ogun, the Nigeria Army 81 Division on Wednesday denied that its operative Boyi Tangod attacked to 35 Artillery Brigade, Alamala, Abeokuta, Ogun State, shot himself dead, but rather died of negligence, having mishandled his firearms. Tango was said to be on barrack standby duty at the 35 Brigade Headquarters, Alamala, Abeokuta, on Monday during the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, when he allegedly shot himself in the head and died immediately. A source had told journalists that the soldier killed himself due to depression and low morale in the system. His friends were also quoted to have said that the soldier had already shown a loss of interest in the army job and complained of corruption in the military, low morale. But the military, in a statement on Wednesday by the acting deputy director, Army Public Relations, 81 Division of Nigeria Army, Lieutenant Colonel Olabisi Ayeni, described the report as insinuations and misrepresentations of the incident. Ayeni also debunked the report circulating on various social media handles that Tango terminated his life due to non-payment of ration cash allowance. Still back to the unfortunate scenario in Ibadan. A survivor of the explosion that occurred at Dejo Oyelese Street, Bodija, Ibadan, Oyo State, on Tuesday night, who simply identified himself as Adeleke, said he lost his elder brother to the incident. Information had earlier reported an explosion in part of the state capital last night. There were also videos online that showed dusty clouds and burning houses and cars. The survivor, who spoke with a local broadcasting station, asserted that they were at the hotel in the area playing tennis before his brother sought to go out to attend to something before the explosion caused a stir that sent a sharp object that gave him a deep cut in the stomach. He identified his late brother as Oladipupo, noting that he was rushed to Adioyo General Hospital immediately after the incident. Another survivor, Olaiton or Kolawo, said the incident happened around 7 p.m. after hearing a strange noise and sound. Finally, sports. French League One side Olympique Lyon has completed the signing of Super Eagles forward Gift Orban from Belgium club Gent. The news of the deal was confirmed by European football transfer expert Fabrizio Romano on Wednesday. Gift Orban to Olympique Lyon, here we go, deal done for 13 million euros for Gent. Deal strongly wanted by John Textos, one more top signing after Malik Fofana. In the deal is around 13 million euros, and the 21-year-old forward signed a 4-year contract that will see him remain at the club until 2028. Gift Orban joined Gent in the summer of 2022 from Stedt in the Norwegian league, where he had scored 23 goals in 27 appearances, both for the senior and reserve team. Orban became an instant impact at Gent in his first season with 15 goals in 16 league appearances, including 6 assists. He was also terrific on the continent as he bagged 14 goals in 16 European League appearances across 2 seasons. Orban's move to Lyon comes 7 months after he was linked to Tottenham following the departure of English striker Henry Kane, who joined Bayern Munich. The forward is set to be announced officially the 7-time League One champions in the days ahead. With the sports story, we've come to the end of today's news from the national aspect. As before we go, some major headlines. Tinubu meets with service chiefs at Aso Rock. FG saves 8 trillion naira from subsidy removal. FX reforms Tinubu panel. Tinubu ought to abort alleged moves by the NSA to compromise national security. NEMA releases fresh update on Ibadan explosion. On sports, Olympique Lyon signs Super Eagles forward Gift Orban. For update of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Baba Bagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rabila Lawa. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.